Common Industries 2, lecture number 24 is Raw Materials for Paint Manufacturing. Table of Contents. The table of contents of this lecture are raw materials of paints, paint resins, paint additives, curing agents, aluminium paste, integrants, plastic additives materials, opacity pigments for paints. So in this lecture, you will learn about the raw materials of paints which are used in its manufacturing. What are the additives which are used in the manufacturing of paints, and what are the opacity pigments that are used in the making of paints. Paint resins. So what are paint resins and what is their role, and how many types of paint resins are available? Resins serve as a binder to hold the pigment particles together and provide adhesion to the surface painted. Number 1, epoxy resins. So what are the examples of epoxy resins? Bisphenol A-type epoxy resin, bisphenol F-type epoxy resin, brominated epoxy resin, hydrogenated BPA type epoxy resin, non-halogen flame retardant epoxy resin, Novolake epoxy resin, multifunctional epoxy resin, flexible epoxy resin, UV curing type epoxy resins. So there are different types of epoxy resins which are used as a binder to hold the pigment particles together and serve as a role of adhesion to the surface painted. You can take an example of these epoxy resins as bisphenol A-type, F-type epoxy resins, brominated epoxy resins, hydrogenated BPA type epoxy resins, multifunctional epoxy resins, functional and UV curing type epoxy resins. Other type of epoxy resins that are available are low temperature curing type epoxy resin, phenoxy resin, epoxy modified polyol, filament binding, laminating epoxy resin, molding epoxy resin, special type epoxy resin, trifunctional epoxy resins, tetrafunctional epoxy resins, waterborne epoxy resins. So there are different types of epoxy resins that are available in the market. There are low temperature curing type epoxy resins, phenoxy resins, epoxy modified polyols, filament binding, laminating epoxy resins, molding, special type, trifunctional, tetrafunctional epoxy resins, and waterborne resins. So these resins serve as a binder for the manufacturing of paints. Alkyl resins. So what are the alkyl resins and what are their examples? Long alkyl resins, medium alkyl resins, short alkyl resins, non-drying oil, alkyl polyol, short oil, alkyd, drying oil or chain stopped, modified alkyls, urethane, modified alkyls, styrinated, aluminum paint medium. So there are different types of alkyl resins which are available in the market. They are long, medium and short oil alkyl resins. The short oil alkyl resins are non-drying oil. The short oil alkyds are also drying oil or chain stop resins. There are some modified alkyls, urethane and styrinated resins are also used. So, the alkyl resins are thermoplastic polyester resins that are made by the heating polyhydric alcohols with polybasic acids or their anhydrides. What is the use of alkyl resins? They are used in making protective coatings with good weathering properties and are important ingredients in many synthetic paints due to their versatile nature and low cost. So, the alkyl resins play an important role in making up the protective coating. They are also important due to their versatile nature The alkyl resins have an advantage that they are low in cost. So that's why in the manufacturing of paints, the alkyl resins are preferred. Acrylic resins. There are two types of acrylic resins, or two examples of acrylic resins that are used in the manufacturing of paint. One is the thermoplastic acrylics, second is the acrylic polyols hydroxide. Acrylic resins are commonly used in aquarium, windows, bathtub liners, cellular phone display screens. They are also used in the making of acrylic paints. These acrylic paints are preferred by many artists. Acrylic resins are used in the products that require durability as well as the flexibility, such as masks, tires, and so on. So, the acrylic resins are used in the paints and various other products because they are flexible and durable. Polyester resins. There are two types of polyester resins. One is the unsaturated polyester resins. Second is the saturated polyester resins. The unsaturated polyester resins comprise an important class of thermoset polymers. They are used extensively due to their low cost and easy processability. The saturated polyester resins are mainly used as a coating. Emulsion binders. You can take an example of emulsion binders as homopolymers and copolymers. They are used as a coating and binders in the making of paints, polyimide resins and polyimide films. The polyimide resins and polyimide films are also used as a coating in the manufacturing of paints. Paint additives. There are different types of additives that are available in the manufacturing of paints. Number 1. Coatings additives. The coating additives work as a wetting or the dispersing agents. They are anti-corrosive, multifunctional, anti-skinning agents, and used as a coating. The modern coatings that are available are complex and they consist of a complex formulas with thickeners, emulsifiers, dispersants, pigments, deformers, leveling agents, photostabilizers, curing catalysts, and other additives. Coating additives consist of wetting and dispersing additives, deformers additives, anti-corrosives, multifunctional anti-skinning additives, slip and leveling additives, rheological additives. So, what is the role of using these type of additives? These additives are used to enhance the inherent properties of the resins, and these additives work as a emulsifiers, anti-corrosive, wetting and dispersing agents, etc. Printing chemicals. There are different types of printing chemicals which are used in the printing industries. There are several chemicals that are used in various printing industries. Several chemicals are known to be used in various solvents in printing industries. You can take an example of these chemicals as toluene, ispropanol, 2-butanone, ethyl acetate, and methanol, etc. They are used as a fountain solution, washes, cleaning and maintenance products, special products, silicone emulsions, spray products, spray powder, prepress and plate chemicals, filtration techniques. So, these type of printing chemicals are used for the cleaning and maintenance products. They are used in special products, silicone emulsions, spray products, spray powders, prepress and plate chemicals. Curing agents. So what are the curing agents and what is their role? A curing agent is a substance that is used to harden a surface or material. It is typically applied to a polymer surface to facilitate the bonding of the molecular components of the material. So, there are some curing agents which are available and that serve as a hardener. They are used to harden a surface or material. These curing agents are applied to polymer surfaces to facilitate the bonding of the molecular components of the material. Number 1. HDI polysuccinate. It consists of Duranate 22A and Duranate sp90. So what is HDI? It is derived from the hexamethylene diamine. HDI is an intermediate chemical used to produce HDI-based products. For example, polysuccinates. These HDI-based products are primarily used in the manufacturing of industrial coatings, where high performance capability, for example, UV and weather resistance, is required. So these HDI are used in the manufacturing of industrial coating. Number 2. Hardness of epoxy resins. There are many hardeners which are used as a curing agents. The hardeners which are used for epoxy resins are polyamides, amidoamines, aliphatic amines, aromatic amines, cycloaliphatic amines, waterborne curing agents, acylator and catalysts. So, some common classes of the hardeners for epoxy resins includes amines, acids, acid anhydrous, phenols, alcohols, and thiols. These hardeners used to harden a surface or a material. They act as a curing agent to harden a material or a surface. They are typically applied to the polymer surface. They are used to facilitate the bonding of molecular components of the material. Reactive diluents. So what are reactive diluents and what is their role? Reactive diluents are the substances that are used as a curing agents. They are used to lower the viscosity. Diluents or thinners are usually added to the liquors or the paints to reduce their viscosity. There are different types of diluents which are available. They are NPGD GE type, SBPM GE type, PPGD GE type. Coating carboxylic acid glycidyl ester, aliphatic glycidyl ether, butyl glycidyl ether, 1,6-hexane diol diglycidyl ether, 1,4-butanediol diglycidyl ether. So these reactive diluents are used to reduce the viscosity. There are different types of reactive diluents are available. There are mono, bi or polyfunctional monomers or the oligomers are available. In general, different monomers are combined so that one monomer can compensate for undesirable properties of another monomer. The monofunctional monomers offer a low viscosity. They are quite volatile and tend to smell. With the increasing number of the functional groups of the monomer, its volatility decreases with the viscosity. Aluminium paste. Aluminium paste is a packaged metallic pigment or dust. Aluminium pigments are used to create the metallic aesthetics found in a wide range of paints, coatings, and inks. The aluminium paste is a packaged metallic pigment or the dust. These aluminium pastes are used in the manufacturing of wide range of paints, coating, and inks. There are two types of aluminium paste, such as leafing or non-leafing. What are leafing aluminium pigments? Leafing aluminium pigments from one of the two major categories of aluminium pigments. The ability of an aluminium pigment to leaf in a liquid coating is a function of fatty acid lubricant used during the milling process. So, the aluminium pastes are classified into two categories. One is the leafing and the other is the non-leafing. The leafing is one of the two major categories of aluminium paste. They are used as a liquid coating. What is the role of aluminium pigment? The role of aluminium pigment is to leave in a liquid coating. That is the function of fatty acid lubricant that is used during the milling process. Non-leafing, the other category of the aluminium paste, is non-leafing. Non-leafing aluminium pigments are distinguished from the leafing grades by their orientation in coating film. So both of these categories of aluminium paste are used as a coating. We can distinguish the non-leafing aluminium paste from the leafing aluminium paste by their orientation in the coating film. Integrants. So what are the important components that are used in the manufacturing of paints? There are some important components which are used in the manufacturing of paints are ethanolamine, catalyst for esters, urethanes, and siloxanes, silenes and barystylene, formaldehyde oligomers, optical brighteners. So, the important components which are used in the making of paints are ethanolamines, and there are some catalysts which are used for esters, urethanes, and siloxanes are silenes and barystylene formaldehyde oligomers. Beside this, there are some optical brighteners which are used in the manufacturing of paints. Plastic additive materials. So there are different plastic additive materials that are added in the manufacturing of paints. A wide range of plastic additives of heat stabilizers, process aids and impact modifiers for PVC fitting, pipes and cables, besides a very distinguished quality of optical brighteners and white, black and colored master batch with different concentration for PE. So, there are different types of additive that are added in the manufacturing of paints. These additives are used as a heat stabilizers, process aid, and impact modifiers for PVC fitting, pipes and cables. Beside the plastic material additives, there are different types of optical brighteners and black, white and colored mustard batch are added with different concentration for PE. So why PVC or polyvinyl chloride are used in the paints? PVC, a pigment volume concentration, or the polyvinyl chloride is a term used to describe the volume, not the weight, of the pigment in the paint film. PVC tells us how much of the volume of the paint film is made up of pigment versus the amount of made up of binder. So, the PVC are added and they describe that how much the volume of paint film that is made of the pigments versus how much amount that is made up of the binder. Opacity pigments for paper, paints and plastics. So what are the opacity pigments? FP pigments or the opacity pigments is highly regarded industry proven technology for partial replacement of TiO2 pigment, combining high performance with substantial raw material cost savings. Our high brightness opacity pigments save TiO2 in white paints. FP pigments have unique optical characteristics which allow to substitute conventional white pigments with high value added effect and successfully used to improve the environmental profile by lowering end products' carbon footprint. What are FP pigments? First point, FP is the first of these key components. That is followed by first contentful paints FCP. The opacity pigments are highly recommended. They are industry proven and they are used as the industry proven technology for the partial replacement of titanium dioxide pigment, combining high performance with substantial raw materials that are cost effective or reduce the cost. The high opacity pigments save the titanium dioxide in white paints. That's why the FP pigments are recommended because they have unique optical characteristics. They are used to substitute conventional white pigments with high value added effects. They are used to improve the environmental profile. And how they used to improve the environmental profile? They are used to improve the environmental profile by lowering the end product's carbon footprints. Because the high brightness opacity pigments save the titanium dioxides in white paints. Hence they increase the performance. FP100 and FP200 series for paper and board applications. The FP100 and 200 series is available for the applications of paper and board. FP400 series is used for architectural, industrial, heavy-duty, protective water and solvent-based liquid paints and also powder coatings. FP500 series for plastic applications, PVC, polyolefin and EPDM applications. So there are different types of FP series and they are used in different applications. The opacity pigments are highly recommended because they have wide number of applications. Assignments. Assignment number 1 is what are curing agents? Assignment number 2 is what is the role of paint resins?